Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Swamp Cleaner. I guess we'll just do a live stream right now because I know I said a couple months ago that I wanted to get back in the swing of things, but things are pretty expensive and I got to work a lot. If you've all have noticed, but don't worry, that's just your lying eyes. Remember what the mainstream media said that inflation, that's just all in your mind. It's not actually happening. And now Trump's been found guilty on all counts. All counts of what? Well, who knows? You didn't really. The jury was instructed to not really care or coming to a unanimous decision on what crime was committed to get to a guilty verdict on said crime. So, I mean, I guess it's whack-a-mole. I guess it's whatever. So we'll see what happens because it's getting a little silly out there. And I hope you guys can all hear me. Please let me know. First time I'm using the different style app on the streaming service here. But hey, there you go. That's our republic. It's kind of a little bit of a banana one, even though our economy is more diversified than usual. But no, yeah, things are really, really bad right now. Just take a quick look here at what's going on. Sorry about that, everybody. Just double checking what's going on. It's my account here. And I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, no problem. Yeah, audio is perfectly fine. Whoops. Let's turn that off. I don't know why that's still going. Sorry about that. Alrighty, well, I guess we'll just shoot the shit tonight. I'll just be live to whoever. Maybe I'll, I'm gonna hit up a buddy of mine and see if he wants to come on to the live stream with me and shoot the shit, because it should be fun. Because what else should we do? What else should we talk about? It's not like former president has just been found guilty on bullshit. I mean, what's going on with that? That's just crazy, isn't it? I mean, that's just nuts. I mean, it's fine though, because the Orange Man, he's bad. Why? Well, you've been propagandized for almost a decade that he's a bad man. So remember all the bad things that you've heard about Trump. All those bad things. And just please go in there and find him guilty on something. Oh, look, here's a cute kitty. Hi, kitty. See, kitty wants to come and make me feel better. Because, yeah, this country's going to be in a difficult time. But guess what? This is going to be like super powered, super juice for Trump. Hi, come here. This is my cute kitty. Her name is Chewy. She's very fluffy and happy. She loves all the attentions. Hi. Yes, you're so cute. Yes. Yes. You're a cute little girl. Yeah. But down you go. Oh, yeah. So. Oh, yeah, what's that again? Yeah, Orange Man, bad. He's such a bad man. It's time for him to go. He's just so horrible. God, he should just throw on an orange jumper and straight into the jail cell. No, that's not gonna happen. They're gonna hold this up. They're not gonna sentence him. This is gonna be caught on appeal, but this is what the media wants. The media now because the appeal is gonna take months. The appeal is not gonna happen until, I assume, right around election time. So there's gonna be months of time for the mainstream media to use the moniker not former president Donald Trump or just Mr. Donald Trump. They can use convicted felon Donald Trump because Donald Trump is a convicted felon. I didn't see she wants all the love. She wants all the attention right now. But no, this is exactly what the media wanted. The mainstream media can now just say convicted felon Donald Trump found guilty on 34 counts of what? Oh, um, of Michael Cohen paying off a porn star, and Trump's responsible for that. Okay, I mean that's what you get. That's what you get in liberal New York City. Liberal New York City would indict a ham sandwich if the ham sandwich had too much, I don't know, too much free thinking, saying, "Hey, I'm an independent ham sandwich. I'm not. I don't go the way of just getting eaten. No. Maybe I'm a ham sandwich who wants not just mustard on me, but some mayonnaise. Oh no, that's a dissident ham sandwich. So indict that ham sandwich and throw it in jail, just like you indict Donald Trump. Oh, see, look here she comes again. Hi, Miss. See, you are very, very cute. Maybe you'll get me another subscriber or two. Yes, Betty. Donald Trump is the best president in the history of the United States, with a slight asterisk of in my lifetime. There have been plenty of other good presidents in the United States. Some of them people would probably say right off the top of their heads, like FDR or even Abraham Lincoln. But both of those characters are very nuanced, and both of them have their downsides. So I'd say one of the best presidents was Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson was one of the best presidents. George Washington was one of the best presidents. Teddy Roosevelt was one of the best presidents. Uh, hey there, everybody. Jay Willis, Cornyn the Kobe. How y'all doing? Thoughts on thoughts on Garfield. Well, the president, not the cat. Yeah. Oh, ah, Garfield. Well, I mean, he was sandwiched, in between there. He. I don't really have much to say about him after too much. I need to look into him a little bit more. I think he's one of those uh overlooked presidents. I know he's done something good. There was something good he did. I know he did something good, but I have to look back up into it more. But no, I mean some of the presidents are just like throwaways. I mean, I think it's just the fact that in our past 40 years or so, the presidents have been plastic. Like after Nixon, all the presidents were just plastic. It didn't really matter which side because it was all at that point after Vietnam, the military industrial complex had just too much power. And it didn't really matter, even if it was Reagan. Reagan was, the I don't know, like neocon light of the time. I mean, he was the best of two evils, and he did do a lot of stuff economically, but then a lot of that was turned into negative by the military-industrial complex. Hi, Miss. See, this cat is just very, very needy. Well, nobody's perfect, Tom Betty. Nobody was perfect, but he did write the Declaration of Independence, so I'll give him that. Who was the one who expanded? Didn't he double size the America? Yeah, he was the one who also put through the Louisiana Purchase and doubles the size of America without having to fire shots. So I'll also give that to Thomas Jefferson. Jackson, he was a good guy. All the founding fathers are pretty much, up there near the top for my list. And then it kind of slowly deteriorates as you go through the ages because, we get further and further away from the actual principles of the original document, the Federalist Papers, the Constitution, all that. But no, let's go back to let's actually get back to the topic at hand. Trump guilty on all counts. What are your guys' opinions? Tom, what is that, Connor or Cornyn? Oh, Cornyn. Yeah, Cornyn, Jay Willie, Tom, you guys tell me what are your opinions on the fact that all of a sudden at the end of the day they just rushed it out saying, hey, all 34 counts. Me thinks, in my personal opinion, that there were a couple people who were like, yeah, this is actual bullshit, but then they couldn't understand that maybe, hey, if we all just, have our own opinions and we just keep them to ourselves, nobody would know who the actual dissenting juror or jurors were, and they could all go back home and say, well, we were all deadlocked. And they could all say that I wanted him to be guilty, and it's all plausible deniability. But they didn't think that way. So some people got pressured, in my opinion, to come with the right verdict. But also, there doesn't need to be too much pressuring because remember the demographic that you're dealing with in New York City. And sad to say, oh, how far our republic has fallen when this is the best they can do to convict a president. This isn't cut and dry. There's nothing. It should be like he killed one of his advisors because the advisor found out that he was doing an illegal deal with Iran to sell them nuclear weapons to blow up Israel. And then he killed the staffer for it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That'll be perfect. But this is about his former fixer lawyer trying to do Trump and Trump family a solid by risking his own job and his own family relationship by putting his house up for a loan so he can pay off a porn star that was going to have a salacious story about sleeping with Trump, even though she wrote and signed a letter saying that she didn't do that. And then she went on Bill Maher's show and said she did, but she wasn't Me Too'd. And then when she was on the stand, she says that, oh my God, I blacked out. It's like he was forcing himself on me, like she was being Me Too'd. So, I mean, I don't understand how we got to this point unless, like, you'd say that a few breaks were not checked and people in positions of power allowed this to go through. And of course, remember the judge's daughter. I mean, there's a whole other can of worms. It just seems like there's just too many things there to say that that you can say that this was just rigged. I mean, they try to push this through like crazy. Yeah, I believe that the upcoming presidential, like, if you take a look at the polling since he's been indicted, it's only gone up. So if this means if indictments and then uh, persecution in the eyes of a lot of people only boost his polls, then what does a guilty verdict say after that? I only predict him getting more popular. But remember, now not just the media, and I was saying that the media can now use the moniker of convicted felon Donald Trump, but now at the debates, you know what, Joe Biden, guess what? I'm going to call this right now. Joe Biden's campaign is going to cancel the debates, and they're not going to have Joe Biden debate Donald Trump because why would we have our president of the United States debate a convicted felon? The answers are obvious. Your choice is only one person. And that's what's going to happen. I call this now. They might not do it tonight. It could be a little bit too rushed. But maybe tomorrow morning, the Biden campaign will come out and saying, we are withdrawing from these debates because it is beneath the president to debate a convicted felon. Watch that happen. That's excuse me, everybody. The trees are having sex with each other, so I have a little bit of the allergies. But yeah, this is just absolutely nuts. This is just amazing. So he's guilty, but they didn't have to agree on what he was guilty of, just that he's guilty of something, and now we can move forward with that. I tweeted this out the other day. It's got a good bunch of impressions that the jury instructions that Judge Marchand gave the jury is equivalent to the default judgment Judge Engeron gave Trump's team in the civil case a few months ago. It was already predetermined guilt. Well, we know that he defrauded us, so now we just need to figure out how much money he owes. Same here. Well, you know he's committed a crime. You don't need to agree on what crime was committed. You all just need to say that he's committed a crime, and that'll be good enough to convict him. And yeah, it's just predetermined guilt. You can tell it was a witch hunt. It was kangaroo court, and we have to move forward from here and see what the fallout is going to be. So you know what? I was thinking that maybe this is going to be an acquittal. No, sorry, not an acquittal. I was thinking this is going to be a hung jury with Bragg retiring the case because they've dragged Trump long enough through that process, and then now that could wrap this up quickly, they can say, well, in the other cases like the Georgia case or maybe like the DC case with Jack Smith, even though that was pretty much on hold, they could say like, well, his docket is clear now. We should have our opportunity to take him to task here. So that could also already happen in because Fannie Willis, she was rehired by the people, so she's probably going to swing her big dick at Trump now in the next couple of weeks. We'll see what happens, but no, it was predetermined. And now they can use this moniker of convicted felon, and they're gonna slam a jam of that until the appeal goes through, and that appeal is probably not going to go through until the election. So then, by the time if Trump wins the election, the appeal means nothing because he's president. So this is what they wanted. This is what the media wants. This is what Joe Biden's campaign wants. And they were, the other day they were a little overzealous with the whole De Niro fiasco, which was some of the most hilariously cringe-inducing moments I've ever seen on live TV. It was hilarious what was happening there. The guy is insane. TDS like crazy. And that actually dampens the actual full effect of what the Biden campaign wanted because of their idiocy, because they're, pig-headed. But they're still going to get a lot of what they want because now they can just bash, because now they can't, be held for libel or slander, because they can now say, ooh, convicted felon. He's been found guilty on 34 counts of falsifying business records to do what? Oh yeah, we only made this felonies because they're to enhance another crime that we still didn't tell the jury what it was, and they're trying to say that, well, it's because it's election interference, it was election fraud. They're trying to, and when the FEC was like, well, we're not going to go after Trump for this, and that was years ago. So are you 100% confident that Trump isn't guilty, or do you believe that there is a little bit of chance that he's actually, he's not guilty of anything? It was proven, like, based on the fact that Cohen changed his story and lied on the stand. Stormy Daniels was irrelevant, but also lied on the stand, changing her story again. So there is reasonable doubt. So you don't have to leap to another conclusion, Tom. You don't have to now, because Cohen lied and he was caught in a lie. You don't have to look past that beyond the lie to the next part of the narrative about, well, what if? Because that what if there is the reasonable doubt. He's not guilty. That's the standard that people should be going on. But people aren't. People aren't going on the same. People are going on their predetermined narratives, their predetermined confirmation bias of Donald Trump's guilt, because they've been spoon-fed this narrative since 2015, since Russiagate and blah 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 blah, Ukraine and and the phone call with Zelensky and oh my God, find me the ballots and stuff like that. Just like the same thing with the find people hoax and all this crap, all these fake news narratives for years and years of Trump has had its effect on people. And it takes a very strong mental fortitude to withstand all that. It is really, really hard to withstand years and years of propaganda. It's I don't know. I feel sorry for people who honestly believe that Trump is like guilty of these things. Like, okay, for the documents case, Trump is allowed to have those documents, and we found out now because of the unredacted material that Judge Cannon released or allowed to be released, is that NARA and the White House were just like, no, we're done. We're done waiting. We want those documents, even though they knew exactly every single documents they had, and NARA had copies. We want the originals. We want them now. We're gonna get them any way we want. And then they approved the raid on Mar-a-Lago by, well, a standard protocol. People can have guns, plain clothes. They wanted, and this is where speculation comes in. But speculation only goes so far when with the input that you have. They did standard protocol, like in the evening. Plainclothes people just roll up on Mar-a-Lago. Secret Service is there. If they didn't do the in tandem thing with the Secret Service, there could have been a firefight. And if there could have been a firefight, somebody could have been killed. That is why people are like concerned about what is the actual motive going on here. Maybe you should have had special precautions because you're dealing with a president of the United States and the Secret Service in the area. I mean, there are what ifs there. And remember, I can't prove that beyond a reasonable doubt. But here's the thing, I'm not going to prosecute people based on my own narrative. I'm going to prosecute people based on facts of if a lot of these things are redacted, what else more do we need to get redacted to find out that somebody actually did have some kind of precedent or motive to do something or maybe try to get away from something? And I'm not trying to say, show me the man, I'll show you the crime. These people have already shown their asses, and they've left all the breadcrumbs. We just need to follow it back. But they've got their pound of flesh. The media now has their pound of flesh. They can now chirp for the next, what is it? We're in the end of May. It is going to be June 1st. There's 31 days in May. So June is 2 days away. And that means there is 5 months until the election. 5 months. Was this the June surprise? Did the left and the Democrats shoot their load too soon with this? Maybe they shot their load too soon. We'll see. But they're going to chirp and chirp and chirp for the next 5 months, saying convicted felon this, convicted felon that. How could the American people ever dream of voting for a convicted felon? Well, it's because you guys are lacking the context. The media loves to lie by omission, and they'll omit the context as to the convicted felon. It was because it was a railroad job. There's your context. Anyway, there's a lot of bigger streamers out there that are streaming right now. Hope you guys know a couple of them. I'm sure Tim Pool will be streaming soon. The Quartering is probably streaming. He's streaming right now already. So I'm going to pop off here because I know I'm not nobody special. Just wanted to give you my 2 cents. I thank you guys, Tom Betty, Cornyn, the Kobe, J. Willie series, for stopping by. Thank you for your questions, and I hope I gave you my I gave you my opinions. I gave you what I think happened. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. I just thought, it's been a while. If I wasn't gonna get spurred to make videos or make content, I mean, and following like on the fact that if Trump got guilty, I don't know what would have. But yeah, I just felt like I needed to come out here, tell you my 2 cents. I'm already at 25 minutes in. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm sure you guys got bigger fish to fry. So do I. I'm gonna be making dinner soon. But remember, you got to compartmentalize this. Our republic is going to hell in a handbasket because our legal system is completely corrupt. But I still have to be concerned about dinner and like make sure I don't burn something or like make it taste like shit. So there's real world concerns in the immediate that I have to worry about. But in the long term, yeah, uh, the prospects of our republic maintaining a facsimile of, I don't know, like importance, I don't know, standards is a little few and far between. So, okay, I'll let you guys go. I'm going to stop rambling. Hope you guys have a good night, and may God bless America. Have a good night.